Welcome to the Seahawks franchise for another episode. We're going to be playing at Seattle again. We don't have the best home record, to be honest, but we're going to be taking on the Chargers. Hopefully we can get a home win here. Haven't been real great the last few weeks, but last week we had a decent run game starting. We really controlled the clock with our run game, but the Chargers have a nasty pass rush duo with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram. Definitely going to be problems for my offensive line, but hopefully my defense can step up. The Chargers will be without Hunter Henry, who has a complete ACL tear, so he is going to be out for the whole year. But let's go ahead and get into the game. The Chargers are going to be let out here by the longtime veteran Philip Rivers. He's not having the best of years. Let's go ahead and see if we can try to stop the Chargers here. They're definitely worrying on both sides of the ball to me. 3rd and 10 here already for the Chargers. Let's go ahead and see if they're going to be able to convert here. Really scary offense the Chargers have, so it would be a huge statement if we're able to get off the field here. And it looks like they're going to go deep, and he fires in the seam to Keenan Allen. Damn. That was a bullet from Philip Rivers. Straight down the seam. So the Chargers are already going to be in Seahawk territory here. We haven't played well at home, which I really don't get, to be honest. We just haven't played well. And Melvin Gordon spins out a few defenders for about 6 there. I really need to stop this run game at all costs, though. It's really important to stop this, because once the run game gets rolling for the Chargers, they can go through the air, and they're going to run it here with Melvin Gordon, who fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Seattle. Deion Jordan with the fumble recovery. What a play for Seattle to start out. Go ahead and take a look at this. Melvin Gordon just runs and just gets stripped. And Seattle's going to take over. Huge play by Seattle. So after that huge play by Seattle, they're going to be let out by Russell Wilson here, who really hasn't had a great year so far. He's looking to improve here. Rashad Penny's really had quite a coming out party as he spins away from defenders for a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and inches here for Seattle. Let's go ahead and see if Chris Carson can pick it up for him, and it looks like he's going to be able to pick it up barely. He gets about 2 there. So Seattle really liked their ground game last week. I have a feeling it's not going to be that easy against the Chargers' defensive front, because their defense is really good. Russell Wilson here on a play action. He's going to fire it, and Disley's going to be able to haul that in. So I had to call a timeout there. The play clock was about to expire, and I did not want to take a play clock expiration penalty there. So let's go ahead and call this play. Let's see if Rashad Penny can make a catch, and he's going to. Jukes out a guy and picks up the first down. Rashad Penny just continues to impress. Seattle looking to keep this drive going after a strip sack from Seattle's defense. So I really would not like to give the ball back here after we gave him good position. And Russell Wilson's going to float it. And that's going to be close to a first down. It is a first down. What a throw there by Wilson. The Chargers do run a 4-3, so I'm going to try to take advantage of that. It's fairly easy to run against a 4-3 because they usually line up wide. Actually, not there. That defensive tackle made a great play, shedding the block to take down Penny for a relatively low gain there. We're probably in field goal range here, so I'd like to pick up a first down, but I really cannot take a negative play. I want to stay in field goal range, and I'm just going to hit my tight end for an easy first down here. It looks like the Chargers here may be in man coverage, so if they are, I'm going to really go for Lockett here. Lockett should be wide open, and he's got amazing speed. Gets about 10 yards there. It's going to leave us in a short 3rd down situation. So it's really going to be a competition here to see who gets the second running back job. Let's go ahead and see if Chris Carson wants it, and he's going to fight for the first down there, and he's going to get the first down. 3rd and 11, big play right here. Let's go ahead and see if Seattle can get a touchdown, and Russell Wilson's going to float it. No, it's out of bounds. Oh, man. That would have been an easy touchdown. You got to get that throw in bounds. The Chargers are going to look to build off that drive they had going last time. I mean, they had a good drive going. It's just Melvin Gordon fumbled the ball, which is a rare occurrence there because Melvin Gordon is actually pretty decent, and Philip Rivers is going to get about a 5-yard pass here. Definitely am worried to be playing man coverage here against the Chargers. They have a nasty receiving core, so it's going to be worrying to be in single coverage at any time with these receivers. And he's going to float it down the middle, but it's broken up. Going to send a little pressure here. Cam Chancellor's going to be on Melvin Gordon. This is going to be definitely risky. Definitely, but Phillip Rivers is going to get sacked. Frank Clark coming in hot, sacking Phillip Rivers, and this defense is on point today in Seattle. And that was my worry of Tyler Lockett there. He has a very low injury rating. That injuries could be very bad, and that's a big question mark if he's injured to the Seahawks season. Oh, that's bad. Abdominal tear. No! He's going to be out for a few games. Oh my. So we're going to be out without Baldwin and Tyler Lockett. Let's go ahead and see if Brandon Marshall will step up here. He's going to be in a big spot here to prove himself. He really needs to show, but Russell Wilson's going to scramble for it and get the first down with ease. The Chargers weren't accounting for good old Russell Wilson there to run it. I just can't believe that. What are the odds of that? Baldwin getting injured and then Tyler Lockett getting injured the week later. That's bad. As Rashad Penny's going to have some room here. Jukes out a safety. Going to try a little play action here. And it looks like they are going to be blitzing from the left side. So let's go ahead and see if we can burn them deep. As I'm just going to have to scramble outside and I'm going to throw it up. And that's going to be caught in the end zone. Jaron Brown with the moss. He just mossed that cornerback. Go ahead and take a look here. Russell Wilson just throws it up, and Jaron Brown just jumps for it. Moss is over the defender for an amazing grab. It's going to give Seattle a 10-point lead. Seattle is definitely starting to get hot later in the year. The Chargers are going to look to answer here. Already down 10 points, and it's only the second quarter. We're going to do a little play action fake. Phillip Rivers has all day. He's going to hit his tight end Green coming back for it. Going to call a little man coverage here. Definitely don't know how I feel about this. Phillip Rivers audibling at the line to a run. I definitely like how the offense on the CPU side is able to audible. It's definitely a lot more tough to try to defend against them when they're audible and you know they can just audible to a different play. Phillip Rivers lining up in the gun. He's going to audible again. And he's going to play action it here. They're going to go deep, it looks like. Everybody going deep. Going to have to run. No! Oh, that might be intercepted. And it is! Intercepted by Coleman. Seattle's defense is stepping up again. Coleman out of gas, though. And the Chargers are going to turn the ball over again. This defense is nasty. Seattle's defense with already 2 takeaways, and it's only the second quarter as Chris Carson's going to get some room, completely outruns the cornerback there. He's going to pick up about 15 yards. The Chargers may be in a little bit of man coverage here, though not sure. Going to float it, tried to get it out, but I get sacked by Liuget. The defensive tackle tried to get the screen off, but was sacked. Seattle lining up empty here. They look like they're going to try to get the first down as Joey Bosa gets a monster pass rush. I have to float. Oh, that's nearly intercepted. I thought I was going to float it over his head there, but just threw a bullet and nearly got picked. Phillip Rivers in the gun here. 2nd and 10. Going to send a little pressure at his face and see how he can deal with it. And he gets it away to Williams, who's going to fight for the first down there and picks it up. The Chargers don't have a great record. They are 2-5, so keep that in mind as well. They do have great talent, though, on both sides of the ball, which is definitely concerning as the pass there gets deflected by Bobby Wagner. Gonna send a little bit more pressure here, lining up in a wide formation. Let's see if Seattle can make another stop. And he's just got to get it away to Gordon, who gets taken down by Shaquem Griffin for a loss. And the Chargers are going to have to punt it away again. Definitely like to throw in some play action here because we got the run game going pretty decently. So we should be able to get that play action game going as I'm just going to check it down here to my tight end. They're really just letting the flats go. And Ed Dixon's going to fight. Jesus. Ed Dixon just fighting. Gets the first down. And we're already in Charger territory. Really would like to hit Brandon Marshall here on the fade route if it's open, and it doesn't look like it's going to be. Check it down. No, I get sacked by Melvin Ingram. You knew sooner or later he was going to get in the backfield, and he gets a sack. This is where the Chargers pass rush is dangerous on these 3rd and long situations. Gonna try to get a little bit to get in field goal range. Ooh, and Russell Wilson takes a hit there. I was gonna go for the 1st down, but Russell Wilson gets stopped short. Should be able to hit this. Oh, and that's going to be close, but he nails it down the middle to make it 13-0 here in Seattle. So the Chargers have not been able to get much going since the first possession, and even then that was on a big play. That was kind of a broken play, and Melvin Gordon's going to truck over Bradley McDougald there for a few yards. Going to move Cam Chancellor down in the box a little bit. Phillip Rivers audibling now. And he's going to throw it. I think he was out of bounds, though. He was another stop by this Seahawks defense. They are gnarly today. Man, I still can't believe that Baldwin and Tyler Lockett are injured. That's definitely going to be, that's a rough injury there. Both those receivers being injured is definitely not good. As Russell Wilson breaks a sack and he's going to run for it. And almost stays up on his feet and takes another hit there. But gets 7 yards. This is going to be the last play most likely before the 2-minute warning as Rashad Penny gets some room and breaks tackles. He's still going up to the 50-yard line. Rashad Penny is just insane. I think what's helped me a lot as well is I've been keeping the pass concept simple, not really going for the deep routes yet, setting up a little play action. It really helped. Oh, I'm going to get sacked by Melvin Ingram. See, I took a little too long in the pocket there. I'd like to get it out before that. Definitely not in a great situation here. 2nd and 20 against this Chargers pass rush is not good. But I'm going to hit a wide open J.D. McKessick on a wheel route. And he might go. Touchdown, Seattle. Holy shit. Russell Wilson hitting J.D. McKessick in stride. And then J.D. McKessick showing off his speed. Seattle's really going to be in a little bit. The Chargers are really going to be in a little bit of desperation mode here. 20-0, and Seattle gets the ball at half. So they really need to make something happen here on this drive. As they get a decent gain there, they're going to want to hurry it up, though, as they seem to be doing. They're going to go in hurry-up mode. So I can line up wide here, but it's definitely going to be a pass. As Phillip Rivers has all day in the pocket, just checks it down to Gordon. They call a timeout. 2nd and 7, 51 seconds left in the second quarter. They're just going to pass it down here, and they're going to have to call their second timeout. Going to send a little bit of heat here at Phillip Rivers and see what he can do. They are lining up wide, though. Phillip Rivers is going to float it out, and he's going to get out of bounds for the 1st down. I need my pass rush to really step up here. This is going to be an important drive here, because if we shut him out here, it's not looking good for the Chargers. If we can shut him out before halftime. And Phillip Rivers is going to float it deep. And Keenan Allen comes up with the grab. Double covered and just outruns it. Going to go no huddle mode here. 1st and goal. They're going to have really all day. And he just fires it. And it is caught for the touchdown. Seattle is a little shaken up after that there. Didn't really know what was going on. It said no huddle. It wouldn't let me select a play, so that was a little weird. Seattle's just going to take a knee here to go into halftime. So the end of the second quarter here, Seattle's played well on defense. The Chargers did drive down and get a touchdown, but Seattle already has 2 takeaways, and their offense is playing decent. Even though Baldwin and Tyler Lockett are both injured, that's definitely bad, and they're going to be out for a few weeks, so that's not going to be good. But Seattle's run game is starting to roll. So let's go ahead and get into this 3rd quarter. They're going to get the ball to start. So I keep on kind of getting away from the run game when it starts to work. So I'm going to try to stay with the run game. Really want to keep this pressure up as Rashad Penny really gets close to getting tackled for loss. But Rashad Penny jukes out 2 people, and he might go the distance. Rashad Penny gets stopped just short of the goal line. He is on fire the last few weeks, Rashad Penny has been. I really can't get over how good Rashad Penny has been. It's really just been outrageous. I'm going to give Chris Carson a chance here, and he's going to fight into the end zone, showing he wants that 2nd RB spot, and he might have just earned it on that play. Fought into the end zone, and Seattle marches down the field effortlessly. That was like 3 or 4 plays, and they score. touchdown, and they're going to be up 20 points. Seattle's actually going to go for 2 points here to try to make it a 3-touchdown game, and let's see what happens here. They're going to fire. No, and it's incomplete. It's going to stay at a 19-point game here. The Chargers are going to get their first drive here of the third quarter, and they've definitely not played well on offense. Really, they've played poorly, to be honest. And Melvin Gordon's going to get hit for no gain again. Seattle's run defense has really been pretty good throughout the whole year, except that game against Oakland. 3rd and 10. The Chargers really need to pick up this. Phillip Rivers is going to get sacked by Frank Clark for his 2nd sack of the game. I'm just going to keep on handing it here to Rashad Penny. He's played outrageously good these last 2 weeks. I mean, really starting to come up as he gets hit for about a yard gain there, but he's still played well. 2nd and 9. Going to look to pass it here. It's going to be a little risky, though, seeing how Seattle doesn't have that good of receivers, but Russell Wilson's going to run for it and pick up about 20. Russell Wilson has just been very good this game, really has cut down on the interceptions and has played quite well this game. Seattle already back in Chargers territory again. The Chargers just have had no answer for the Seahawks run game. And Russell Wilson's going to float it, and it's going to be caught by Marshall. What a throw by Russell. The Chargers lining up very close to the line of scrimmage. Look at that. What the hell kind of formation is that? As Chris Carson's going to get hit for another loss there. This to make it a 22-point game. And they nail it right down the middle. The Chargers are going to have to really have an amazing comeback here. I mean, because Seattle's defense is just playing outstandingly well. As Phillip Rivers is going to float it dangerously there and could have nearly been intercepted again. The Chargers in real dangerous territory here. It's going to be a 3rd and 10, and Russell Wilson's going to float it, and it's going to be intercepted by Bobby Wagner. Seattle's defense with another turnover. Bobby Wagner with the interception this time. I mean, it's really just been a nightmare for the Chargers at Seattle. Already 3 turnovers, and Seattle has really been struggling, to be honest. And Russell Wilson's going to float it here to Marshall. And that's a perfect pass right on the money by Wilson. I think Russell Wilson is playing the best game he's played all season. He's keeping the ball safe, and he's making the throws when they're needed to be made. And they're going to toss it out here to Penny, who has a little bit of room and bowls over a few defenders and still stays up. He's already over 100 yards. Gonna see if J.D. McKessick here can come up with a good grab over the middle. Let's see what happens. And he's gonna be open, and he's got the... Is that not a touchdown? What? No way. Go ahead and take a look there. I mean, his knee is down, and he's right on the line. I think that's a TD, bro. I think that's a TD right there. That's very close. I don't know if I should challenge that or not. It probably won't be taken back, but that's a touchdown. Come on. 1st and goal here. Gonna see if I can pound the ball in with Rashad Penny. Let's go ahead and see. Nope, Joey Bosa is gonna take him down for a loss of 3. Oh, they're blitzing for sure. This is gonna be a rough play. Float it, and McKessick is gonna come up with another grab for a touchdown. Russell Wilson putting it right where it needs to be, even under pressure, just floating it beautifully for J.D. McKessick to get the TD right over the middle. And the Chargers are struggling badly here at Seattle. So far this game, the Chargers are just getting blown out. Phillip Rivers is struggling. Seattle's defense is just creating turnovers and getting stops. They've really impressed me today. And Russell Wilson, Phillip Rivers nearly gets intercepted again by KJ Wright. The Chargers in a bad situation here, and they're going to run the ball, and Melvin Gordon gets taken down there. Fights off Cam Chancellor, though. 3rd and 5, and the Chargers are going to pick it up. But Benjamin gets laid out there by KJ Wright. Gonna keep on sending a little pressure at Phillip Rivers here, as Melvin Gordon has a room, and I completely missed the tackle. Oh, wow, that was completely on me. Second and 10. The Chargers are in Seattle's territory for one of the first times this game. And Phillip Rivers just has to get rid of it, getting pressure almost immediately is he. This Seattle pass rush is playing insanely well, considering how poor they've played the first few weeks, but they're really stepping up, this pass rush is, as Phillip Rivers is under pressure and Melvin Gordon breaks a tackle, but he gets stopped short there. The Chargers here are going to go for a field goal. 4th and 1. Let's go ahead and see what they do here. And they're going to fake it. The Chargers have all day, but they're going to get stopped short there. The Chargers making head-scratching plays. Is that Geno Smith? Well, you know, what do you expect from Geno Smith? So Seattle going to take over here after the Chargers try to fake field goal. It's not looking too good for the Chargers as Rashad Penny just gets demolished there, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Seattle's definitely just going to look to run the clock here. The Chargers have really struggled. I mean, really badly struggled. Their pass rush has just not been good as freaking Rashad Penny's just going to fight off Joey Bosa's tackle there. Chargers showing a little pressure here. Going to call a play action pass though. And Russell Wilson just going to run for it. And he's going to get taken down there. But he's going to get about 7. Just going to try and hand it off here to Rashad Penny and see if he can work some magic and see if he can pick this up. And he's going to run up the middle but gets stopped short. And already up so big here that Seattle's feeling like they have this game under control and are just going to go for it here. And they're going to call a draw play. And Rashad Penny's going to pick it up. Showing some nice cutting ability there. It's going to be another first down for Seattle. Man, my offensive line has played well. I'm pretty surprised how well they've played. I mean, it's really confusing. I don't get it. I mean, some weeks are just garbage, and then some weeks they just play well against pass rushes like the Chargers. And Ed Dixon jukes out a guy there. Man, this whole team is just playing really well today. Gonna see if Chris Carson can get a few yards here on this stretch play. Let's go ahead and see if he's got the speed. And he completely outruns some guys and picks up the first down. Joey Bosa missing another tackle there in the backfield. It's just not been the Chargers' day. That's probably gonna be Rashad Penny's day. I mean, the game's pretty much over. I really don't want to get him hurt, so I'm just gonna get some reps for my other running backs as Jeremy Hill breaks a tackle and gets about 10 yards, but Jeremy Hill is shaken up there. I mean, that's definitely not the worst case scenario. That's why I'm not going to be using Rashad Penny the rest of the game. The Chargers lining up very close. And I'm just going to float it here to Ed Dixon. And he's going to get another touchdown. Russell Wilson is. That's going to be his 4th TD of the day with no interceptions. Russell Wilson just blowing out the Chargers here at home, showing what he is capable of. As you can see, he just floats it there for Dixon. And Jeremy Hill is going to have a dislocated shoulder, so I would be surprised if he was able to come back, but Shaquem Griffin came back and wasn't even injured a week with a dislocated shoulder. So I guess it is possible, and Shaquem Griffin nearly intercepts that. Phillip Rivers has just not played good. 2nd and 10 for the Chargers, and Phillip Rivers is going to get sacked. Frank Clark in for another sack. This defense, man, they've stepped up. Just go back and watch the Oakland game, and you will be shocked that this is even the same unit. I mean, it's not like I changed any of the sliders, so this is literally the same defense. I'm calling the same plays that I normally would. They're just stepping up. And Phillip Rivers is going to float it dangerously. And it could have been intercepted again. The Chargers just are not playing good football. I mean, when you put up 43 on any NFL team, you're doing something right. We've just demolished the Chargers today. And Chris Carson is just continuing to put on the pain. I mean, don't forget about Russell Wilson either. He's played extremely well today. Definitely the best game he's had. We're just going to hit Marshall, and he's able to make those tough catches in traffic. So we do have a few decent receivers, even though Lockett and Baldwin are injured. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for Seattle. They're going to line up tight and see if they can just use this run game again. And Chris Carson's going to have it, and he fights for more than just the first down. Just keeps on pushing forward. These Seattle running backs are playing like they got to prove something. Just going to try some simple concepts here, not try anything too crazy. Going to see if I can hit McKessick here. Spins out a guy, and McKessick is even fighting. I mean, this team is just fighting today. I mean, that's really what it is. 3rd and 14 here for Seattle. They're just going to call a little screen pass and see what they can get. And Chris Carson almost broke that one there. So the Chargers get the ball here, but with no chance of even coming close to making this a respectable score. Just got demolished today. Just wasn't their game. Seattle was just playing lights out. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 here for the Chargers. And let's go ahead and see what they're planning on doing. Seattle seems to be sending some pressure, and Phillip Rivers is just going to float it deep. But the pass is just overthrown there. Russell Wilson just going to kneel it, and this is going to be the last play of the game. Chargers just got wrecked. So the game is over. Seattle wins big at home, and really, that was a statement game with how well they played against Detroit last week and then against the Chargers this week. You know, we just gave them a little bit of a dab, you know. We did them dirty. We just dabbed on them. One of their cornerbacks got mossed, all right. We played well today. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, at the stats for my team. Russell Wilson played extremely well. You go ahead and take a look. He had 147.9 rating, 270 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Look at the rushing stats. 17 rushes by Chris Carson, 43 yards. Rashad Penny, 16 attempts, 125 yards. He's not getting a lot of touchdowns, you know. I'm going to try to get him some more TDs. He's getting yards, but not TDs. Receiving the ball, Brandon Marshall really stepped up, and so did Ed Dixon, as well as McKessick. He had 2 touchdowns receiving. Defensively, we played outstanding. Frank Clark was able to get pressure a lot. Coleman had a sack as well. Interceptions-wise, Bobby Wagner and Coleman both had a interception, so our defense played well. Let's go ahead and look at the matchup we're going to have next week, though. So we're going to be playing the Rams next week, and they actually lost. I did want to let you guys know Tyler Lockett is the only person who was injured, and he's only going to be injured for 1 more week after the Rams, but he is out for the Rams game. Go ahead and look at the Rams. They've been hot lately. They lost to us, and then the Saints actually beat them. So I was wrong there. So if we win this game, we're actually going to be leading the division. So this is a very big game. It's going to be at Los Angeles. So this is definitely going to be the most important game of the series by far yet. And if we're going to be able to beat the Rams, it's going to be impressive, and we're going to be leading the division. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, let me know in the comments and by hitting that sub button for me. Give me some feedback as well. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the series and about the game that we just put a beat down on the Chargers. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.